Welcome to this second gathering, online gathering of the monastery. I was going to say the murder mystery, the monastery mystery.
I have a plan.
It's the horns, Jose. It's the horns.
So today the whole theme is doors and doorways.
And because we're talking about doors and portals and doorways, and we have many of those at the monastery as well, I want you to think about what kind of a door or doorway you would be.
We're going to play right now with the Zoom square that we have, just as if it's a door, just as if we're entering in.
And you are the neon nun. So
Yes.
who is the neon nun?
The neon nun is a non-religious character who likes mystery. Who loves to learn and who loves to see people thrive. So whenever she can, she will trigger people with questions, a bit of silliness, some rituals, and then that way the neon nun hopes to inspire people into learning about themselves.
And Barbara, you're the jester of the peace.
That's true.
What does that mean?
The gesture of the peace is the agent of playfulness for restoration and shared joyfulness for peace and humor for humanity. And my way is to play so much that everyone has the freedom to get real.
We can see the flowers behind you now, and you gave me a little tour just before everybody else came in of Humorville. And as we will have some of Humorville also.
We will have some, that's true. We will have some of Humorville. And then
would you like to give us a tour?
Before we begin, everyone choose something that you want more of in your life. In Humorville, you get a passport to something you want more of in your life. For example, I want some yum, Baron wants some freedom, Ashley wants some wonder. And then, hold on, some of the parts of Humorville that are coming to the Monastery Mystery. So you get your passport to wonder or to whatever that is. And over here, this is the marriage bureau where you marry wonder or you marry freedom. And this is the post office where you write a letter to freedom or freedom writes a letter to you. And this is the library where you tell a story from your life about the role of yum. And that was hard then, that was funny now. So those are some of the pieces of Humorville that are coming to the Monastery Mystery.
One comment, I think you are in the Guinness Book of Records as the smallest town in the world.
Yeah, so this is the US, so we use feet and inches. And so this is 200 square feet. A whole town, 200 square feet. Library, post office, voting booth, telephone company.
Yeah, and so in metrics it might be quite small, but in sensation, Humorville is massive and it's ever expanding.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, people come here. And this is one of the themes of the Monastery Mystery too. It's like people come here and it's playful the whole time. And because it's playful the whole time, people can express things that are really real. Yeah. Because it stays fun, no one is like, oh my God, what am I expressing? It's more like, oh, I feel so known. I feel so received. I feel so furthered. That's the experience, which is also one of the seeds of experience in the Monastery Mystery.
In this room, you're the only person who has actually seen the place.
It hasn't been used as a monastery for quite some time now. It's used for training and teaching. So last time when I was there with Osa, we were going to do some videoing of the property so that we could use that in an AI video, Marcus. So we rendered an AI video using the images, real footage. And there was a whole group of like I think 300 young people around 18 that had just started their education after high school. So and they were playing all sorts of games. So there's a nice energy there, I feel.
Does anybody know what that could be?
Cut out frames, maybe. No, I don't know if it's mirrored. I don't think so.
Multiple frames.
Yeah, multiple frames, more like
Right.
that.
It looks like an accordion to me.
Ah,
Mhm.
yeah. You can look
Looks
at
like
this.
looking up the center of a stairwell that wraps around to me.
Good. All your answers are correct, of course, because that's what you see in it. But actually, it's much smaller than that. It's actually a little photo album, an old photo album. And if you open it like this, it looks like this.
Oh,
Ah, yeah.
wow.
Nice.
Okay. And I found an old photo of mine in there, which shows me as a 3 or 4 year old boy. The bigger version of this on the screen. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
And I call this a foreshadowing photo. And it was long before I knew I was going to be a little bit creative and artistic in my life. And I would like you to think of a time, you will not have the photo right now, but maybe a moment in your life, maybe when you were a child, or maybe when you were a little bit older, which was a moment that foreshadowed who you were going to become.
there are pictures of me as a baby. In my crib, there was a clown, and I had a circus train to play with. And 20 years after that, I became a pediatric hospital clown working for a circus.
What are you the doorway to?
I think I was pulling through from the childhood memory as well because there was a wide river behind my house, and from the time I was a small child, I would just sit at the window and watch it for long times at a time for a child. And water has always been a calming place, an inspiring place, an energizing place. It has something really magical for me. So my door you dive through. And you can either keep your head down under the water and look at all of the movement and the coral and the fish and the lively things that are happening underneath, or you can choose to roll on your back and let the sea roll with you. Be supported by that water, float, and just look up at the expanse of the stars and the peace and the clouds and everything that is above.